without further ado, this is Roger Silvera.
Hey guys. You guys can give me better energy than that, guys. Come on, man. I've done this talk in Atlanta and Denver last year, and I got I was like, okay, you guys are like really, really low on the energy. I need the guy to kind of give me some more because I need to feed off you, and I need to learn how I can help you. Is
Go, Roger.
There we go. That's what I'm talking about. All right.
You have to run from the back of the room to the front.
Now, we ain't going to do that. This ain't network marketing, okay? We ain't going to do that, right?
Excellent.
All right. But, guys, this is powerful. Have you guys enjoyed Sandy and Jen today?
Yay!
I truly believe that it's, powerful to have three speakers of equal quality. But not only that, in different disciplines. And no matter where you are, guys, in life, hopefully these concepts have made sense to you. Fair enough?
Yeah, thank you.
Let me kind of get to know you a little bit before we start, because I believe that it's one thing to get up here and talk, but it's another to kind of interact and kind of get to know one another. Is that fair enough?
Very good.
All right. How many guys are business owners here? All right. And what kind of disciplines are we talking about? What kind of areas of business?
Asset protection.
Okay.
Book publisher and real estate.
Fantastic.
Technology and accounting.
Fantastic.
Film.
Okay. You said film? Fantastic. How long you been in film?
5 years.
It took some brass cojones to get into business, right?
Yeah, the first 3 years is like that.
Yep. And that's what it is, guys. It's a mindset. So I want to kind of touch on here before we actually get into some of the meat and potatoes of actually what I want to talk about tonight. A lot of people repel money from themselves. You guys have heard of money's the root of all evil,
Love.
right? The love of wealth, yeah. But a lot of people perceive as money's the root of all evil.
Yeah, right.
What I want to talk about, guys, is your financial blueprint. How many guys are familiar with Secrets of the Millionaire Mind, T. Harv Eker? How many guys have got this book? People have ever read this book? Well, number one, there's two things I want you to do. Number one, pick it up. So guys, you can write that down. Secrets of the Millionaire Mind by T. Harv Eker. And actually, his Millionaire Mind Intensive workshop. If you guys get blessed to go, it's powerful. Because it will completely transform the way you think about money. If you've ever wondered why people get into debt, and I'm going to share a personal story here because I was one of them. See, I'm transparent up here. I'm not going to sit here and say nothing that I haven't done or have counseled clients to do. But just a few short years ago, I got about $30,000 in credit card debt. So a decision, right, means cut off all the other options. Disassociate from people, from things, from foods we like, right? It's because we're so accustomed to getting into one realm or one area or pathway that we're blind to everything else, right? So disassociate. How can we disassociate the thoughts that we've had about money that are irrelevant, not even irrelevant, but are detrimental to our progress? Okay? And then declaration. That you're actually affirming that into action. How many guys do affirmations or anything of that nature? Declarations are powerful. And when you really put an intention, not some sort of goal. Here's the difference between a goal and an intention. Intention is, you know what, damn it, I'm going to get this thing done, hell to high water, that's it, period. So what are your intentions between now, let's say, and the end of the year, in each area of your life? For your business, for your relationships, maybe for your thought processes. How many new skills you want to develop? Why am I going into all this? Because it really is the basis for building a sound financial future. Again, that's why 97% of the people out there are broke by the age of 65. It's the fact of the matter. Because anything that Sandy talked about, obviously, it's reprogramming the mind, what Jen talked about. But I'm kind of bringing it all home together. I'm kind of holistically bringing it all together. Because how many guys have a junk drawer at their house? Right? You guys have a junk drawer at their house? Maybe sometimes the closet looks like a junk drawer. Right? But you guys have a junk drawer at the house. It's messy, right? It's unorganized, right? You think that's a lot of people's financial life? How about if I give you a way tonight that can completely put your game on track in terms of organization, in terms of knowing where stuff goes, and giving you a filing system, quote unquote, for your financial life? How about that? Turn the page. Guys, what you see in front of you is a model. Now think about that financial junk drawer, as I called it. How many guys got car insurance? How many guys got homeowners? How many guys got health insurance? Investments? Real estate? Okay. Have you ever wondered how all those items work in concert together? You ever wondered that? You ever wondered how real estate interest can be used to fund a life insurance policy? Can you wonder how people that work, let's say in a corporation, they're told to actually max out you ever heard that? Max out their 401k? I'm not saying that's the worst strategy on earth. I'm saying it may be the worst strategy on earth for you. I mean, people got, retirement accounts, obviously, from a self-employed standpoint. There's SEP IRAs and things of that nature, whatever the case may be. And their accountant's telling them put in the max. Here's what happens when we get kind of sort of biased advice, because we go to an investment advisor, right? Normally, right? And they're telling us, you need your allocation like this, and it needs to be this percentage here and this percentage here. And you're looking like, okay, yeah, I got you. I got you. It sounds great, right? But what happens is that people are just so fixated on that one arena. So the PS&G concept is very simple. It basically is a holistic viewpoint of your entire financial life. How do things work together in concert so that now you can make more powerful decisions moving forward? Make sense? So the first, if you look at the model, is protection. Why is protection number one? It's like building a house, right? Your foundation is your protection. But most people want to go down to G. They want to go down to growth. They want to invest in real estate. They want to get all the fancy stocks and bonds, and because that's sexy. Well, guess what? What happens, let's just say, what's even worse if they have a family. And they've accumulated a massed amount of wealth. Let's say they've amassed an amount of wealth, let's say in the millions. Now, if you look at people like Joe Robbie, Joe Robbie, people that owned the Dolphins a long time ago. If you look at major celebrities that have had a massive amount of wealth, but they failed to plan. So their family owed a whole lot of taxes at the end. You guys have heard stories like that, right? What happened is that they didn't have, their blueprint was wrong. Their mental mindset was wrong. So because somebody probably approached them a while back and said, you know what, you really need to take a look at this. No, I think we're good. So they weren't open to receiving the information. See, when you're open to receiving information, right? If you're open to receiving information, now you can start to make intelligent decisions. But like how I think it was Sandy that touched about, who are you getting advice from? Are you getting advice from one area, like your CPA, which happens to be one of the most trusted advisors that you can go to get advice from? However, True, exactly. But here's the thing though. How do each of these advisors work in concert together? It's like you're the coach and they're the players on the team. And you have the right to fire somebody that ain't doing it right. So let's go back to the model here. So what if we could have each of your areas of life, like your car insurance, you see vehicle, property, liability, see disability, medical, and government plans like Social Security. All this is a way to measure how your decisions are made. And can you make more intelligent decisions by comparing stuff side by side? So is it right to maybe withdraw a percentage a year from your stock portfolio to move it around into a different area where it can create additional wealth and protection? How does that decision get affected by taxes, inflation, things of that nature? Does that make sense? So how do all these decisions work in concert? If you look at savings, okay, a lot of people talk about 6 months worth of savings. You guys you ever heard that? I believe that it's a lot different. Because let's say somebody makes $100,000 per year, which in reality in today's environment is really nothing. And I'm not saying that to be disparaging on nobody. I'm just saying that to keep it real. If you look at the way cost of goods and services are today, I mean, look at damn near gas. Mac, you probably saw gas when it was what? Right. Right. You're like, damn it, this is ridiculous. And I can't believe, yeah, exactly. I know. But here's the thing, though. We got to be more intelligent stewards of our money rather than just to take the opinions of others haphazardly. It's kind of like that junk drawer syndrome I just touched on. Right? You guys get the picture? Are we speaking English over here? Okay. So what I suggest is, let's say somebody's making $100,000 a year. Eventually we want to get to the point where we have half of that in liquid savings. Not just to keep it there, but to eventually move that to other areas so that we can start to create wealth. Where we put it, Roger? Here's like this. You know Tiger Woods, right? Tiger Woods has probably one of the best used to have one of the best, yeah, right? Have one of the, hey, I know, right? Have used to one of the best golf swings in the world. But no matter what clubs he was using, it may have made a difference a little bit. But it was all the mechanics, right? It's the how-to. Technique. How are you using your money? Or are you just putting it somewhere just because somebody told you it needed to be there? Does that make sense? If you look down at growth, obviously we touched on real estate tonight. I've worked with clients in taking income from real estate and actually bought life insurance, a lot of it, for their family. So that now we're going to get into a concept here called the private reserve account. How many guys have ever financed a car? Okay, you financed a car. You guys know you can pay in cash, you can pay it, finance it or whatever. Here's a unique way, and it's not something that's going to be overnight, but over the course of time, this could be something that could use to fund every major purchase that you ever make for the rest of your life. See, most people underestimate the power of permanent life insurance. I'm not going to sit here and sell you that tonight. That's not my intention here. My intention is to wake up and open up your mind to new possibilities. Is that fair enough? Okay. So if you look at the private reserve account, basically what it says is that we can literally have the ability to create our own bank. Because how many times let's say when we do a car loan or a home loan, we're giving interest away to the bank. And the thing is, that's a lost opportunity cost to us. So let's just say we finance $40,000 over 4 or 5 years. Our payment's like $700 a month, whatever it is. That interest is lost opportunity cost. What if we can find a way to recapture that and use that now to build wealth? I think I caught you guys' attention over here. What we're doing is we're looking to find a system. Okay? It's not going to be one product or one purchase. It's going to be a series of strategies. But here's the thing, Mac, here's the thing though. You ever heard a term called velocity of money? The banks use it. The corporations use it. I'm going to teach you guys how to use it. Because here's the thing. What a financial planner will tell you, say, okay, how much do you think, you've ever heard of this before, what do you think you need in retirement? What's your income goal? Can we cuss one time? It's bullcrap, just to be politically correct. Because it's based on mathematics. Now, money and I'm going to write this down if you guys have taken notes. Money's not math and math is not money. Because money is a commodity. It gets eroded. Inflation, taxes, opportunity costs. If I pulled out a $100 bill right now, it's not the same $100 bill a year later in terms of purchasing power. Okay? But the planners and everybody at the banks, they fool us to thinking that's the way it is. It's not. Does it make sense? Okay? So let me finish up. At the end of the 40 years, okay, I would have paid $330,000. This means that you have a 4-year-old car, but you don't have $330,000. Okay? So the eroding factor of money. Now, what if we finance this particular vehicle using the private bank, the private reserve account? So basically what I've done is I've taken out a life insurance policy. And normally you can use index universal life, you can use whole life. Normally it's whole life because it has dividends, dividend potential you can use it for. Again, this is just to illustrate a concept. Okay? Now you take a $30,000 policy loan. It's accrued over the years and things of that nature. You take a $30,000 policy loan at 5% interest for 48 months, same thing I did before, $700 payment. Now at the end of my term, okay, same figures I've just told you. Okay? Now here's the thing. 40 years pass and you continue borrowing from your policy and you pay it back just like you would the bank. But here's the thing, the bank requires you pay it on time. With the thing, you don't have to pay it. You pay it on your own terms. You've got control. Does that make sense? So, just like you would a bank. Now, at the end of 40 years, you have the same 4-year-old car, but now you actually have $144,000 in money that's growing. You've got an asset. Does that make sense? So, it's a way to now leverage other people's money, right? You know, get what you want, the car's there, but not lose your shirt. Does that make sense? You can finance a wedding with this. You can finance a major purchase like a house. It's a lot of things you can do with a private reserve account. Now, is it a short-term strategy? No. Will you have to fund it? Yes. Is it right for you? I don't know. However, you'd be ignorant not to know about it. So who says you can't implement this at least at some point in the future? Because here's the thing. The money that's inside that policy is creditor protected, it's lawsuit protected, and I've got tax advantages. So here's the thing. Think of any other vehicle that you've got in your portfolio right now that can say that. This is not a pitch on life insurance. This is just to let you know exactly what the truth is. Make sense? Because we have real estate, which is great in terms of wealth creation. But how do we use it in concert with other areas? You guys follow me on this? So you guys, now, here's the difference. The shocking difference is that the $331,000 that I lost versus the $144,000 that I gained was a spread of almost $500,000. That totally blew my dang mind when I saw that. But here's the thing. Who's teaching you this? Nobody. We've got to start getting educated and start thinking like the corporations do, like the banks do, and stop making decisions blindly like the junk drawer. Make sense? You guys feel me? Because I think that we have what it takes to build a sound future here in Tampa. You guys have heard from two great speakers tonight on how to manage student loan debt, how to eradicate that, and how to turn that into cash flow. Sandy taught you how to take that cash flow and build real cash flow, real wealth. Not some asset that's in land, right? That we consider an asset. No, it's just sitting there. I'd rather have cash in hand. What I'm teaching you to do is how to turn that and exponentially grow it and protect it. How many guys got value out of tonight? Truly got value out of tonight. You guys learned something that maybe you didn't think you learned before? You guys think you can use some of this stuff in your own personal life? How many people will refer somebody else to a workshop like this? Raise your hand. I think we did our job tonight. Love it. That's my time, guys. God bless.